Israeli police officers have sealed off the family home of a Palestinian accused of killing 7 people outside a synagogue in East Jerusalem. They are preparing the house for demolition. This comes after Israel's security cabinet approved new measures in response to a wave of violence in recent days.
Israeli army engineers welding metal plates on the door and windows. They are sealing off the family home of the man they hold responsible for the attack outside a Jerusalem synagogue on Friday. It's one of several measures approved by Israel's government after 2 successive shootings in disputed areas of East Jerusalem.
We deploy forces, we increase forces, and we do it in different arenas. We will seal and destroy terrorists' houses in an expedited procedure in order to hold those accountable who supported terrorism.
The Jerusalem attacks follow a deadly Israeli raid in the occupied West Bank on Thursday. 9 Palestinians were killed. Israel says the operation was targeting Palestinian militants. The Palestinian Authority in the West Bank has responded by announcing it would halt all security cooperation with Israel.
As you just heard, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is vowing a tough response to the latest attacks. I asked our correspondent Rebecca Ritters in Jerusalem for her assessment on what that response will look like.
Yeah, Eddie, strong, swift and accurate is how Benjamin Netanyahu described these new measures after a 3.5-hour emergency meeting of the Security Cabinet. They announced some new measures. I'll just read them out for you. The home of the terrorist, as they are calling him, a terrorist who carried out the terrorist attack, that is how Israel sees these attacks in Jerusalem, will be sealed immediately ahead of a demolition. That has already been confirmed to happen, as you are also reporting. That happened overnight. They also want the national insurance rights and additional benefits to be taken away from any attackers and potential assistance or family members that are considered to be assisting in what they describe as terrorist attacks. They want to potentially revoke IDs. That's very contentious of any attackers and their families, but that is contentious, as I say, and needs further examination and further discussion in the government. They want to increase and expedite licensing for firearms so that civilians can bear arms in order to protect themselves. And they also will be, of course, reinforcing military and police in both the West Bank and here in Jerusalem. So really quite a strong response. This is really the first test, in inverted commas, of the new government to show how strong they can be in the face of such attacks. Benjamin Netanyahu, though, has called for calm. He said that people shouldn't be taking matters into their own hands, that they should be allowing the security services to do their job, but many here fearing that these measures could, in fact, exacerbate the situation.
Yeah. Now, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is due to visit Israel on Monday. How could the U.S. help in any way to calm tensions in the region?
Well, that remains to be seen, Eddie. This trip by Antony Blinken has been a long time planned. It does, of course, come at this time of heightened tensions, and that may, in fact, change the substance of the visit. He will no doubt be urging both sides to remain calm. He'll be spending Monday in Jerusalem with the Israelis, and then on Tuesday he'll be heading to Ramallah to meet with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. On the Palestinian side, I dare say he'll be urging the Palestinians to re-cooperate in security measures to reinstate that security cooperation between Israel and the Palestinians, which was severed after a raid in Jenin in the West Bank on Thursday. And on the Israeli side, I dare say he'll be having some hard words about the increased settlement talk that has come out of the security meeting yesterday. That has long been a red line of the US government. But of course, there'll be other items on the agenda, including Iran and Ukraine.
OK. DW correspondent Rebecca Ritters in Jerusalem. Thank you.